Hi everyone, welcome back to Kitchen 701. I've been kind of MIA since the holidays, so give me a little break on that, but it just got really busy after Christmas and little Miss Adeline keeps us very busy and entertained. So I'm back here to bring you a really cool thing today, something really different. I got the inspiration from my great aunt Carol, who had posted about what to do with your flowers from Valentine's Day. Instead of just chucking them in the garbage, there's a cool thing that you can do, and we are going to make our own rose water. Now, if you're not familiar with rose water, if you buy it at the store, it's very expensive, anywhere between like $50 to $250. I know I saw a bottle of it at our co-op in Bismarck. It's a little tiny bottle about like this with a little eyedropper thing, and it was $79.99. Now, what's rose water? Why use it? Rose water has great benefits, mostly for your skin. It can help with skin redness, irritation, just kind of overall blemishes. It can help with headaches. It's really used as a toner. And so when we're done, when we have our rose water, you can use it for so many things. You can add it in your bath water when you take a bath, when you give the kids a bath, when you yourself take a bath. You can add it to lotions and like body balms and butters. You can make your own body butter and use that. And then on cooking shows, sometimes you'll see them add it to desserts. If you're making a really fruity dessert, you can add it to that. So I'm really excited to do this because it's very different, but it'll be really fun. Okay, so, it's a week after Valentine's Day. If you still have your flowers, they probably look like this. Some of them, have very much seen their better days, but we're going to pick these off and start making our rose water. Okay, so we're gonna pick these ones that still have some life to them. For example, we're not gonna pick like this one. It's pretty much dried up. You definitely could pick it and use the petals, but we're just not going to. Just because we have enough petals that we're okay just using what we have here. All right, so we're just gonna pick them off like this. We're gonna add them to this bowl. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so we'll just keep going here. Add a bunch of petals. I'm really excited to show you guys the results of this because it is just so cool. And it's a good way to just reuse things. You know that's what I'm all about. Your significant other likely bought you some flowers that they spent way too much money on. Here's a good way to get a lot of use out of it. And then, you can say, hey, you saved me some money. Now I don't have to go to the store and buy that expensive rose water for my skin. Okay, look at that. Look at how much we have already. And I just picked off, I think that was 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 of them already. Okay, I can't count. All right, so we're going to just pick those. Oh my gosh, it smells awesome. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm over my obsession here. So you see, I left these kind of dead ones. This one's got a little bit of life left to it. I guess maybe we could pick some of this inside here. I won't pick some of these really dried up ones. Okay, so that's step 1. Now, step 2 is we're going to rinse these with some water. We don't want to really drench them, but we're going to rinse them because they are not organic flowers. If this was a perfect recipe, we'd have organic flowers. I looked into it in the Bismarck Mandan area. Getting organic flowers on like Valentine's Day or something like that is really hard to come by. So we're making do. But if you can find yourself some organic roses, organic flowers of other kinds, if you want to use that, petunias I heard are a good one. But if you can find organic roses, awesome. We are going to just stick with this. Okay, so I'm going to give them a quick rinse. Not going to drench them, rinse them a little bit, and then I will be back. Okay, so here we go. Got them rinsed off a little bit so that we can, wash off some of those pesticides and stuff, because if we think about it, we're going to put this on our face, on our body. We don't need all those pesticides. The next step is I've got a pot of boiling water over here, and we'll get my flowers out of the way there. So I've got a pot, can I talk today? I don't think so, of boiling water, and then we're going to eventually put these in there once it's boiled. So we'll see you back when it gets all nice and rumbly boiling. All right, so we're back here. I've got my water almost boiling, so it's pretty close. And I've got my roses ready. Now I've measured out what I've got here, and I've got about 5 cups of these rose petals. And you want to do about 1.5 cups water to 1 cup rose petals. So we're just going to add the petals in here. This is where it just seems so weird what we're doing, but I promise you it's going to be so cool. All right, so we're gonna add these petals in, and basically we're going to just let them boil and simmer. And what's gonna happen is their color is going to start leaching out of the petals and go into the water, and then that's going to be our rose water. So if you can see in here, it's already turned almost like a purple. They're no longer that bright, deep red. So color is already changing. This is really cool to watch. But now we're going to just cover this up. Got a few more petals there. We're gonna just cover this up and let this really simmer and boil. And then I'll check back and we'll take a look at how the leaching process is going, and we'll just go from there. All right, so I want to show you some progress here. You can see it's really rapidly boiling. The color's really changing. It's kind of dulling out now. It was like a bright red, obviously, then it was kind of a purple. Now it's changing color a little bit. I want to show you the color of the water. Look at that. Look how pink it is. It's so cool. Okay, so we're really developing this water. It's really becoming what we need it to become. Just going to give it a quick little stir. And basically we're just gonna let this continue to happen. Oh, it smells so good. Until a lot of the color has drained from the petals. So we're going to just let this keep working a little bit, stir it around, and check back in a few more minutes. All right, this is so exciting. So check this out. If you can look, a lot of the petals are starting to turn pretty white, pretty translucent. I'm gonna give you another look here at the water so you can see just how deep and red that is. It's like a reddish, pinkish. It's beautiful. Now, I don't know if you're as excited as me. I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm obsessed with roses. I think they're just amazing. Red roses are obviously the best, but maybe it's just because Rose is my middle name. I just have to be obsessed with them. But this is honestly just so cool. So I've been simmering this for about 12 minutes, I would say, and we are done. So I'm gonna turn this off. And then we just simply are going to strain this back into that same bowl that I put the petals in. And then we have to just put that into another jar. Now, if you're doing a smaller batch of this, you could put it in one of those like little dropper bar containers so that you just have that little eyedropper that you could just add to your lotion in your hand and then add it to your face when you're doing your moisturizer in the morning and at night. There's a ton of ways that you can use this. It's just a matter of, okay, how do I get this water into what I want to use it for? You could use it in your essential oil diffuser. You could use it in your Scentsy. There's just so many things. I'm so excited to use it for my face. It's just awesome and it smells amazing. It's going to make the house smell so great when you do it. So I really encourage you to do it because it's just easy peasy. I'm going to show you this last step here when I get this strained and into the container so you can see just how beautiful it is. All right, so take a look at this. These are the petals that I have left over. How cool is that? They were bright red. Now look at them. Now I've got my bowl under here of all my rose water. Now we just need to filter it in a nice container for us to use. Alrighty, so I promised you I'd show you the end result. Look at this. Now this doesn't even, I can't even like show you just how cool the color is. So do you see that? It's like bright red, like a deep pink. I don't even know what color to call this. And I can't even appropriately show you it. I can't even get the right lighting. It's so cool. Then I had a little bit extra and I don't want to waste any because I actually used a pretty big batch of water, a lot of flowers. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'm going to have to find some sort of container to put it in. I'm so excited to use it. Please do it. It's just like no steps at all. It's not complicated and it's excellent use of those flowers. So you don't have to just throw them away and say, wow, that was a nice waste of money for a week. Promise you, you'll love it. Do it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the week.